Hello, my pt1 friends. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about the bfdi challenges and making them. Yes, this is not kind of video I make. I'm talking about object shows. I'm actually making an original video for once. Yeah, I know, very surprising for me, but I'm making it. Okay, now let's start the gameplay. The first challenge of bfdi. Okay, in the video I'm gonna talk about system one, by the way, not the other seasons. I'm gonna talk about only season one. There's gonna be 3 parts or something because I don't want this video to be 1 hour long. So yeah, let's start it. Season one, bfdi one. The first challenges. Well, the first challenge. Everyone knows the first challenge. And the first challenge, it's kind of decent in my opinion. It's a great challenge. It's a classic challenge. If they, if the challenge was little more longer, then I'll probably give it a 9 out of 10. But it's kind of short, so I'm just gonna give it a 6 out of 10. It's a great challenge. Now let's talk about the second challenge. The second challenge is well, driving boat car test. The should be great, but it's pretty much just failure and more failure. The challenge is great. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10. It's great, but not the greatest challenge. It's a mid challenge in my opinion. Now, step now challenge 3. You probably see me saying this before, but I like mini challenges, mini game challenges. For example, I think more objects should make more episodes like this. I really like this challenge. I'm gonna give it the first 10 out of 10. It seems good for bfdi. Now let's talk about the second challenge. The third challenge. The third challenge is kind of boring, in my opinion. It's kind of boring. Most of the challenge or the episode, is pretty much filler. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10. Yep, 3 out of 10 is the boring. The second challenge, or the new challenge, is a cake baking contest. Yeah, it's kind of boring in my opinion. It's no good challenge. It's no fun, but I'm making challenges, and the challenges kind of boring in my opinion, but still good. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10. The fifth challenge is pretty much a crossing the bridge challenge. This episode sucks. The episode is pretty much just failure and failure. If I want to count the tiebreaker, it'll still be a 1 out of 10. So I'm giving this challenge a 1 out of 10. Yep, that was 1 out of 10 in this video. Episode bfdi 6. Again, I love this episode so much. I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. Probably all know it because I love mini game challenges. I don't know why you thought I really like mini game challenges. Mini game bfdi 7. Past mysteries. It's pretty much just a mid challenge. It's just a puzzle so challenge. So I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. Yep, a 5 out of 10. It's a very good score, but it's just a mid episode in my opinion. It's just a puzzle challenge. That's why I give it a 5 out of 10. bfdi 3. bfdi 3, I mean, bfdi 3 is kinda a good challenge. The challenge is great, but it's just kinda boring in my opinion. I think I'm just gonna give it a 5 out. I'm just gonna give it a 4 out of 10. Yeah, 4 out of 10 is a good thing. bfdi 9. -1 out of 10. bfdi 10. Okay, I'm gonna sell about this episode. There's pretty much a boring challenge, just a cry challenge. The challenge is great in my opinion. I think it's bad. If you want to count the other challenge, if it was longer, like they could have extended it perfectly, like Object Lockdown did. Like Object Lockdown did. The episode was great. The song challenge was great. Bomb breaking challenges in the first in the actual challenge is kind of bad. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 10. The other challenges pretty much great. 9 out of 10. Perfect. I'm gonna talk about the bfdi the challenge. It's a very good challenge in my opinion. It's great. The challenge solving is great. It had a lot of filler in my opinion. I mean a lot of filler. But this episode is great. The challenge is great. I'll give it 10 out of 10. A bfdi 12. What can I say about this challenge? It's just the worst goddamn challenge. A -1 out of 10. Okay, it's just a climbing contest. It's the most. It's the most. It just sucks. Okay, I don't really like it. The challenge sucks. Does the episode suck? No, I don't know. Okay, I haven't watched BFCI a long time. BFTI 13. Don't lose your mob rules. It's a great episode in my opinion. The challenge? Made. It's not greatest, but it's not the baddest. The larger common climate contest. Stole. It's a great challenge. Not the greatest, but still good. They're not in the doors. So I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. A mid episode in my a mid challenge in my opinion. Okay guys, I'm gonna talk about this the widget contest. The widget contest challenge is kinda boring in my opinion. This level I don't know about the way. It's kinda boring in my opinion. 4 out of 10. The actual challenge 3 out of 10. It's kinda boring in my opinion. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And also you have to remember, this is gonna be 3 parts because this video will be kinda long if I actually counted all the BFCI episodes. So yeah, bye.